We have seen some of the similarities and some of the differences between electrostatic law, that means Coulomb's law, and this magnetic law, that is Biot-Savart's law. So there are some similarities and some differences. One thing is that it is theta dependent, while electrostatic field is not theta dependent. Magnetic field is perpendicular, electrostatic field is in the same plane. Both are long range and both follow the principle of superposition. So these are some similarities and some of the differences. Now there is an interesting relation between epsilon naught, the permittivity of free space, and mu naught. Mu naught is the permeability of free space, while this is permittivity of free space, and c, the speed of light in vacuum. So what is that relation? The relation is epsilon naught mu naught is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into mu naught upon 4 pi. So this we have just multiplied in both the cases, 4 pi multiplied here divided by 4 pi here. So this we know, this 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, that we know that is 9 into 10 to the power 9. So this is in numerator. So this is 1 by 9 into 10 to power minus 10 to power 9. So this goes into denominator because it is direct. So this will go into numerator. So 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to 9 into 10 to power 9. Value of mu naught upon 4 pi is 10 to power minus 7. So when we multiplied both of these, so what do we get? We get 1 upon 3 into 10 to power 8. So you take this here. So what do we get? 9 into 10 to power 9. This again in the downwards is 10 to power 7. So this is 1 by. So what do we get? 1 upon 9 into 10 to power 16. 9 and 7 16. So we can also write as 1 upon 3 into 10 to power 8 square. 10 to the power 8 square, which is also equal to 1 by c square. So 3 into 10 to power 8 is velocity of light. 3 into 10 to power 8 is also velocity of light. So what do we get? We get epsilon naught mu naught is equal to 1 by c square, or c is equal to 1 by epsilon naught mu naught under root. So this is an important formula. Sometimes you get a question on this formula. We will discuss this connection further in chapter 8 in electromagnetic waves. Since the speed of light is in vacuum is constant, the product of mu naught and epsilon naught is fixed in magnitude. Choosing the value of either epsilon naught or mu naught fixes the value of other. In SI unit, mu naught is fixed to be equal to this much in magnitude. So we have already seen what was the value of mu naught, that we have already seen. When divided by 4 pi, it was 10 to the power minus 7. Now let us solve one numerical problem on this Biot-Savart's law. So example 4.5. An element delta L, which is delta x into I. So this element, small element, is delta x element in I direction, is placed at origin. So this is placed at origin and carries a large current I is equal to 10 ampere. Again you can see 10 ampere is a very large current. So this is figure here. What is the magnetic field on the y axis? So definitely we have to calculate the magnetic field on y axis at a distance 0.5 meter. Delta x is equal to 1 centimeter. So now let us discuss first of the few things. Suppose this delta x element, this is only 1 centimeter. Again this is a very small element. Delta x is equal to 1 centimeter. Now the direction is I, that means x direction, and they are asking the magnetic field in y direction, because if we would have been asked in the same direction, what will happen in this case? Theta will be 0. In the same direction theta will be 0 and we get no magnetic field. So only when there is some angle, so we can get magnetic field only then. So if there was this angle theta, then we get magnetic field. At y we also get theta is equal to 90 degree. We can get magnetic field in this case. But if this particle is here or here, either theta is equal to 0 or theta equal to 180 degree. So what we get, dB is equal to or magnetic field equal to 0 because sine 0 or sine 180 both are 0. So this current element is 1 centimeter in positive x direction. dl is or delta L and dl both are same. We need magnetic field here which is at a distance 0.5 meter and current is 10 ampere. What is the magnetic field on y axis at a distance 0.5 meter? Let us solve this problem. Now from the formula we know dB is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi into IDL sin theta upon r square, that we know. What is dl? dl is simply the magnitude of length is delta x. Delta x is 1 centimeter which is equal to minus 10 to power minus 2 meter. Now I is equal to 10 ampere. Distance r is given 0.5 centimeter. This is in y direction. This is in y direction. And mu naught upon 4 pi, that is 10 to power minus 7 Tesla meter per ampere. Here what we can see, the direction or the angle is theta is equal to 90 degree. So 90 degree. So theta 90 degree, that means sine 90 is equal to 1. Now let us solve this problem. dB is equal to, let us put all the value, mu naught upon 4 pi is 10 to power minus 7. This I is equal to 10 ampere, 10. Delta x dl is equal to delta x, that is 10 to power minus 2 meter. Sin theta is simply 1, so we have removed this. R is equal to 0.5 meter. 0.5 meter, so what they have done, they have simply, then here we have r square. So 0.5 square is, square of 0.5 is 0.25. So instead of that they have written this 25 into 10 to power minus 2, which is same. So now let us cancel, this cancels, 10 to power minus 2, 10 to power minus 2. So this is 10 to power minus 6 by 25. So when you calculate this, so this is 10 to power minus 6 upon 25. When you calculate, this is 4 into 10 to power minus 8 Tesla. Here you can see that for a very high current, which was 10 ampere, the magnetic field is 10 to power minus 8 Tesla. So now you can understand how big a 1 Tesla is. For a current 10 ampere, the magnetic field is only 10 to power minus 8 Tesla, which is very small. The direction of the field. Now let us calculate the direction of the field. So what is the direction of the field? So for the direction of field, we have to calculate this dl cross r. Okay. So dl was in positive x direction, that means I. So this was delta x I and this cross, and r was in positive y direction. So this was in y direction, yj. Now this delta x and y, so let us leave this thing. So delta x y, this is the magnitude, leave this thing. Now what we are interested in, this I cross j, and we know that when this is in forward direction, that means I j k. So I cross j is k. So this is simply y delta x y into k cap. So this is k cap. So we are getting positive k. Positive k means positive z direction. So this is positive z direction. So this we know, and note the field is small in magnitude. This field is very small in magnitude and the direction is positive. So here they have shown this, but we have already done for other examples. So in this figure, if this is the positive y direction, this is the positive x, they have shown this magnetic field by this dot. That means field is coming out of the plane of the paper. So this is positive z direction.